Science certified yoga teacher at the Wellness Center here at USD. Today we'll be walking through 3 yoga poses. The first one, a seated posture for a 3-part yogic breathing. The second one, a balanced posture, the tree pose. And the last, we'll work through a vinyasa, a sequence of movements called the sun salutation. So you begin by finding a comfortable seated position, and you can start cross-legged, and if you're more flexible you can add half lotus, lifting a foot up like that, or even both feet. But the essence of yoga is in joining things that were apart. So bringing together body and mind, bringing together spirit and body, bringing together breath and body. So the most basic yoga posture is actually a breath posture. And so if you begin here kind of firmly on your sits bones and really nice and tall, the spine lifted up, long out of the hips and the shoulders relaxed, just to begin with. We'll start by taking your hands, making L's, and we'll go ahead and put them horizontal to the floor on the top of your hips. And just notice how that affects your breath. You should begin to breathe more naturally into the belly. So we'll isolate the breath there. This is the beginning of 3-part yogic breathing. So really fill up that belly like a big balloon, just the belly. Fill it up and then press the belly to get rid of the air. And once you feel comfortable with that, we'll take the hands, lift them up to the lower part of your rib cage. And we'll inhale and exhale now, almost entirely in the rib cage, and feel the breath on your sides and the back. Really nice full breath, expansive, pressing the rib cage back down to release the breath, just the rib cage. And then the last part, we'll put the thumbs on our palms, flip the fingertips up to the top of our shoulders, and inhale and exhale now just in this upper triangle. Notice the difference. That breath is much faster and shallower. And as we finish that, you can release the hands into the laps, and we'll put all 3 parts together. So inhale into the belly, inhale through the ribs, inhale all the way up to the top of the throat, and exhale, pressing the belly, pressing down the ribs, and the breath all the way out through the throat. And let's do that 3 times, 3 full 3-part yogic breaths. As well as filling the body with oxygen and cleansing the body on the exhale. This is also a posture that can allow the body to relax. It's the one I use at night if I can't fall asleep. The second posture that we'll do is standing. So we're gonna do a balance posture, and in yoga the great idea of balance postures is that if you can balance your bodies, then you might be able to balance your lives. So we'll begin with a very simple one, Tadasana, the mountain posture. It's so simple it doesn't even feel like a posture, but it's a way to become aware and conscious of what our body is doing. And so we start by just checking that our ankles are directly below the points of our hips. We're sort of pulling up on the pelvic floor, pulling the belly towards the back, relaxing the shoulders, the palms face forward. We wiggle our toes to engage the arches of the feet, and kind of use the front of your legs to sort of pull up on your kneecaps. It's a very still posture, but everything is totally active. And as we're here, we can feel gravity working on us in both directions. So gravity is the force that keeps us grounded and strong and balanced on the floor, but it's also the force that pulls us up away from the earth. So we can feel that motion of gravity, that strength of gravity as we breathe and we prepare for tree posture, one of the more classic balance postures of yoga. And so begin starting on your right leg. We'll take our left knee out to the side, really open across the hips. And this is the beginning of tree, and this might be plenty for you. But if you're comfortable here, you can also begin to creep the foot up. The only place not to rest the foot is against the knee, because it puts too much pressure on the knee. And you can take the foot all the way up if that's comfortable. You can hold it. You can see if you can hold it there with your foot. And then you can add in the arms. In the arms you have options. You can take hands to heart center, you can take the hands up overhead, you can take the hands out to the sides, you can clasp the fingers, you can have one arm up and one arm down. You have lots of options to play with in tree, and every expression of the tree is a good one. Keep the core engaged, the shoulders relaxed, and breathe. And we'll try it on the other side, so gently releasing the arms, gently releasing the foot, kind of shaking everything out, coming back to that perfect Tadasana mountain posture. And then we'll switch and try the other side. So balancing now on the left leg, take the right knee out to the side so that it's really open across the hips. And you can stay here, or you can allow the foot to creep up. You can notice if one side is easier than the other, and you can add the arms. And again, you have lots of variations available to you. They're all good variations. You can find which one you like best. Find your own expression of the tree, and breathe. And as you're finished, you can release the arms and release the leg and shake that out. And you can do that a couple more times on each side. Now we'll come to practice the sun salutation. And for this, we want to link breath and movement. So the pace doesn't really matter so long as our every inhale and exhale is tied to a movement. And we'll begin back to our Tadasana, our mountain posture. We'll begin by inhaling the arms overhead, slight back bend, hinging at the hips. We'll exhale to swan dive all the way down. We'll inhale to come up halfway with a flat back. We'll exhale to fold. And from our forward fold, we'll bend our knees and we'll walk or jump the feet back to plank. Make sure that your wrists are directly below your shoulders, your fingertips are nice and wide. Tuck your elbows in as you lower down nice and smoothly. This is called Chaturanga. We'll inhale up to up dog, and then we'll curl the toes under, lift with the belly to come into down dog. And in down dog, you can pedal with the feet, and you want to really lift the hips so you can bend the knees and lift the hips. You want to activate your fingers, release the hips, press the shoulders toward the knees. And breathe. This is a full inversion. In down dog, we'll take our eyes forward and you can walk or jump the feet up to meet the hands. From here, we'll inhale to come up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to circle, sweep the arms all the way up to the top. And exhale around to heart center.